Hey, what's up, guys? It's Slcmof here, back again with another video, and it has been quite a while since I have uttered those words, and I wanted to explain why that is the case. I wanted to explain where I've been, why I haven't been uploading, and my plans for this channel in the future, and kind of my headspace and where I'm at right now. You know, as many people have pointed out, it's been a while since I've tweeted. I just tweeted, actually, and I got a bunch of very nice comments, and it really motivated me to explain myself and explain where I've been and why I haven't been uploading, because by no means do I owe my audience videos, but my audience has been so incredible to me over all of these years, and I frankly just feel guilty in not explaining myself and explaining what's been going on. And I mean, I think it's been a process for probably now at this point like a year where I just haven't been consistent in uploading. Over the summer, I was really consistent. I was uploading a bunch and had a lot of video content that I'm very proud of and I think was great. And some of those videos are still getting a ton of views today, like my Gotham Knights Easter eggs videos and other things like that. But I think on a broader note, like where I've been in my headspace and why I haven't been uploading, why I haven't been tweeting, is that I guess from a YouTube perspective, I haven't lost motivation by any means. I mean, anybody that knows me knows I love YouTube. I'm incredibly passionate about the platform, and I love creating content on the platform. I love the analytics and the back end side of YouTube, of platform management. I love everything about it. YouTube, I owe so much to YouTube. It literally changed my life in the most profound way, where, I've told the story before, but I was about to sign for $150,000 in student loan debt at a small state school in Western North Carolina. And I ultimately actually found Dave Ramsey videos on YouTube. And I decided not to. I decided to go to community college. I decided to do YouTube pretty much full time when I was a 19-year-old, while also in college. So it was kind of part full-time college, part full-time YouTube, doing a lot of both. Very busy. It was a very busy period of my life. But YouTube allowed me to graduate college without debt, and it literally built a community of friends and an amazing community of people that I've been in touch with for many, many years. It's allowed me to be recognized in grocery stores when I'm just a random kid from North Carolina. I mean, YouTube is an amazing place. It's an amazing platform, and it's changed my life forever. So I love it, and I still love what I do here. But I do think that with the video game content, particularly as it pertains to DC video games, I mean, I did put all of my eggs in one basket, and I kind of was really hoping that after Arkham Knight, we would already have a game by 2018, 2019, and then 2020 happened, and then 2021 happened, and at a certain point, it was just grasping for straws. And this is something that people had commented in my videos of hey, all of your videos are the same, or you're just talking about the same things. And, I totally understood those comments. I mean, by no means was I defensive or argumentative when people put those comments. I totally understood everything that people were saying. But ultimately, from where I was sitting, it was I still wanted to make content, and I still want to make content, and I just didn't know what to do. So a lot of that sort of manifested itself in regurgitating, recycling content and things that people had seen before, and discussing similar topics and rehashing things and going back to games that were in some cases 10 years old. And while I enjoy doing those videos, I mean, a lot of people were very negative about them in the comments. And even that is kind of being hyperbolic, because I receive so many positive comments, and I of course hyper-focus on the negative ones. That's human nature to do so. And I look really rough right now. Okay, in my defense, it is 11 o'clock at night, so please excuse these bags under my eyes. I kind of look terrible, but whatever. Not that anybody cares. My audience is 100% male, and so whatever. Okay, anyway, where was I at? Okay, yeah, my content on YouTube. I did put all of my eggs in one basket. I was really hoping for a video game to come out from DC, whether that be Rocksteady, whether that be WB Games Montreal, whether it be anything. I really did not care. And it just didn't happen in the way that I thought it would. And as a result of that, it made me kind of burnt out. I love talking about DC video games. I love talking about Batman Arkham. I love playing Batman Arkham. I love talking about WB Montreal video games or Rocksteady video games. But at a certain point, it was just, there's nothing to talk about. I mean, there's no news, there's no gameplay, there's no footage, there's no videos, there's no interviews. I mean, there's just nothing. There's nothing to even say on any of these topics. And at a certain point, when I've built up a channel of 80,000 subscribers, granted, my first 20,000 subscribers were from when I was a Call of Duty YouTuber, but my last 60,000 were 70,000 even, were all just Batman, Arkham, DC Comics, these sort of things. And there hasn't really been much to talk about. Now, there has been in the realm of DC Comics, but when I talk about comic books, my video performance is not great. My audience is much more interested in comic books, in video games and that sort of thing. So I think in terms of a direction for the channel, I've come up with what I think to be a really great plan, is that I want to do more long-form, almost long-form pieces on entertainment. And I'm calling the series Entertainment Analysis. And in the series, entertainment analysis is slightly misleading. It's not really going to be entertainment. It's going to be very heavy into comic books and film. So I'm going to do kind of like video essay style, documentary style, as I've teased in my Twitter handle name, which is like Kobe hyphen documentary and video essay YouTuber, which is kind of spoofing. They're not going to be video essays. They're going to be like long form video podcasts about particular pieces of fiction. So the first episode is going to be on The Killing Joke. So episode 1 on The Killing Joke, and then I'm going to probably do all the Arkham games, and I'm probably going to do other Batman graphic novels, and then I'll delve into Justice League, and I'll delve into Superman and other things like that, and basically give long form deep dive reviews, and then also get into Batman movies. So I want to do a review on The Dark Knight to start, and then go into other Batman movies. And I think the idea is just long form video content that gives me a chance to talk about content that is pre-existing. And I don't want to feel like, and the main shift in doing this content versus the other type of content that I've done is that I don't feel like news needs to happen or something needs to break for me to have a video topic. Like under this current model, when I'm talking about DC video games and I'm talking about Suicide Squad and Rocksteady and Justice League and Gotham Knights, it's like I need Patrick Redding to do an interview or I have nothing to talk about. Besides just, and I don't want that to be the case. I mean, I want to be able to talk about things that I love and that I care about and that my audience is interested in without being dependent upon a news cycle or some news event or Gotham Knights finally coming out or some video coming out or some trailer. So, of course, I'm going to continue talking about Gotham Knights and Suicide Squad, and those are going to be a big point of emphasis for the channel once we get more information and more gameplay and more video. But until then, I'm going to make sort of like these mini doc, podcast, video, essay style blend of all three of those long-form videos, delving into graphic novels and movies and other things that I'm very passionate about. And that's all going to be within the realm of comic books and graphic novels. And hey, maybe I'll break out and I'll do one on Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, or maybe I'll do one on anything. Who knows? But I'm going to start with what my audience I think is interested in and what my subscribers have bought into, and really try to satiate that your loyalty to me over all these years and give you guys what you want to see. And then maybe I'll branch out and do Call of Duty, or I'll do something else down the line, and branch outside of comics and DC Comics and whatever. But for now, I think that I'm very passionate about doing that. So definitely Gotham Knights and Suicide Squad is going to be a big point of emphasis going forward. But I think that I'm just going to diversify myself, and I've been really building out that strategy over the last month, trying to find my content drive and like what I want to do and what I feel called to do and what I am passionate about on the platform. And that's been very, very instructive for me. So I'm at 1% battery, so I have to go. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you for all your support over all of these years and standing by me, even if my content hasn't been the best over the last 2 years, candidly and honestly speaking. But with that being said, I am proud of the work that I've done over the last few years. I'm particularly proud of live streams and other pieces of video. So by no means am I embarrassed by any of the work that I've done, or I think that I've done bad content. I just think it can be even better. And I'm just thinking very strategically right now about that. So I'm excited to announce that May 22nd, my first video in this series on The Killing Joke is coming out. Going to be working on it pretty heavily this next month. And I'm really excited for you guys to see this episode 1 of Entertainment Analysis on The Killing Joke. Let me see if I actually have the hardcover over here. I was just, making notes on the video. I was going to pull it out as a good ending. Oh, I have it. So, I've been, reading this, revisiting it. I'm going to have a lot of thoughts on it. And no, we're not talking about the movie. We're not talking about bat sex, before anybody asks. We're reading the graphic novel, the real shit, okay? and then we're going to do The Dark Knight. But anyway, okay, thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel, ring the notification bell, and comment down below with your thoughts. Comment below when you first subscribed to me. I would love to see your comments. I'll be reading all the comments in this video, as I always do. See you guys in the next one. Thank you guys so much once again. Much appreciated. See you on May 22nd for my first video of entertainment analysis on The Killing Joke. See you then.